All right, so the Jets lose to the Miami Dolphins. Give credit to the Dolphins. They've been playing better, and let's be honest, Jets aren't necessarily a team that we expected to win this game anyways. They did cover an 8.5-point spread as the underdog, so you got that going for you. But the reality is, I just think that this is a fascinating game, and I probably would say was a step forward for Zach Wilson. I really would. I think that this is a good game for him. There's still some issues, right? And one thing I didn't really get into the film, but is just a real issue with Zach Wilson, is he's taking way too many sacks. And it's an issue, and I think some people will say, okay, well, you got to start blocking better, work on the offensive line then. I think it's the opposite. I think you got to work on the receiving core. Part of the reason why he's taking so many sacks is he has no one to throw to, and he's trying to make too much happen and getting himself sacked. The reality is, people keep saying they want to see flashes from Zach Wilson. The flashes are what we're missing. We saw the flashes in this game. So if that's your critique of Wilson, then at least this is a step in the right direction, I think. And let's just get into the film. All right, so let's start things off with something like this. So what's going to happen on this play is it's a 2nd down and 3, and this is kind of, I think, a good example of what the Jets were doing well. You could argue it's not the highest degree of difficulty type play by any means. I think that'd be a fair criticism, but it's just going to be a quick rollout, and I kind of just want to show the play instead of breaking down each detail. Watch, Wilson's going to take the snap, he does run to play action, is then going to throw off balance, and they're able to pick up a 1st down and pick up some solid yards. Nothing crazy, but you get some yards that way, and to me, this is a lot of what the Jets offense did. It's just being able to methodically move the ball down the field. When things were working, this is why they were able to work. And now let's go over to this one. I think this is another kind of similar idea, and you could certainly use this as a negative for Zach Wilson. In fact, this is kind of similar, I think, to how I viewed Mike White's performance when he had a good day against the Bengals, but also I thought the numbers were a bit misleading because a lot of what he was doing was just throwing stuff underneath and having it work out. Now, that last play was still a good throw from Wilson. He got the ball there quickly, all of that good stuff. This play is very much a replacement level play. This is something that I would assume a Mike White could consistently do. Someone you just sort of sign as a backup ends up being able to convert. Watch, Wilson's going to really just quickly throw it to the flat. There's a broken tackle. It's going to be a 1st down here when, that's not Zach Wilson doing that. But my argument is kind of, well, this is actually what Wilson had struggled the most with, was stuff like this. I know that seems odd, but that's really where his biggest issues came in from. He's had the flashes. People keep saying he doesn't have flashes. No, he has flashes. It's more so the little stuff, the easy stuff. That's where he struggled the most. Because, for example, you can then have stuff like this where when things do somewhat go wrong, Wilson can get you out of it. And that's what you want to have happen. That's the idea in getting a Zach Wilson type quarterback is, okay, is he the best at kind of methodically driving down and moving an offense in a traditional sense? No, he's not. But the idea is it's a lot easier to teach a quarterback how to throw checkdowns than it is to teach a quarterback how to make some of the throws that Zach Wilson is capable of making. And this is a great example where it's a designed rollout to the bottom of the screen, and you see the way this concept works. He has a couple of routes going in that direction that he can throw to. Wilson's going to take the snap right here. He does run a play action, and you see at this point there's pressure, so he's going to have to throw this one off balance. And what's the biggest thing people talked about when it came to Zach Wilson this draft offseason, whatever you want to call it, is he can make great off-balance throws. And this is the kind of thing where I don't think Mike White makes this throw. I don't think I'm using Mike White as just an example for a solid replacement level quarterback, which is what I think he is. I don't think a solid replacement level quarterback gets a catch on this one. However, Wilson's going to throw off balance, and they are able to pick up a 1st down here. So, good play design for the most part. There was just one thing that went wrong for Zach Wilson, and Zach Wilson was able to bail them out. And that's the idea behind Wilson. Of course, I have to talk about this one. This one was electric. It was fun. You could argue whether or not this was the best play, but let's take a step back. Because again, I think too many people focus on how much value are you actually adding in 2021. What I care about with a young quarterback is how much value could you add next year? How much value could you add in a couple of years? That's what I want to know with Wilson, and I think there could be a lot of value added with Wilson, especially when you see this play, where what you're doing first is it's going to be a handoff to Braxton Berrios. So you might be wondering, well, what does Wilson have to do with this? Is he a good handoff quarterback? What does that even mean? Who cares? Well, that's not how this play is actually going to work. Then Wilson is going to drop back and the pass is going to come to him, and you then have really one route that he's going to want to throw to. That's the main route he's going to try and get the ball to here, which is the one that's going to be the out route. That's where this play is designed to work. I love this kind of stuff. The Jets did this when Zach Wilson wasn't in the game. I think some people were wondering, well, why not do this to help out Wilson? And now that they have kind of done more trick plays with Wilson, well, it's worked out in this one. So watch what's going to happen on this play. Zach Wilson's going to take the snap. He does hand it off to Berrios, who then tosses it back to Wilson. So again, no forward passes whatsoever, so you can still throw the ball forward. You get one forward pass to play in case you weren't sure of how this works. It's interesting because I feel like Wilson could make this throw now, and the broadcast even brought that up. You could make this throw now, but I think the issue is that A, there's pressure, and B, he just caught the ball, and catching a pass is different than getting a snap. So maybe he didn't have the best grip and didn't want to pull a Patrick Mahomes in the Thursday night game where he spikes it into the dirt, something like that. That's my guess, or just the pressure. He didn't really think that he should throw it now. But let's not worry about that too much. If you want to focus on it, you can. To me, what I'm way more interested in is what he's going to do after that. Watch him be able to break not just one, but two, kind of even three tackles there, because there were three defenders who could have tackled him. He gets out of it, but now he's rolling to the top of the screen. He's going to have to throw across his body all the way over to an open receiver. This is going to be a tough play for him to succeed on. However, he is able to pull that off. Again, there's that arm talent. There's that he's a athletic guy. I mean, this is why he got the Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers comparisons, is because those are kind of the only other guys that we see be able to make these types of plays with consistency. Obviously, the biggest issue is you have to learn that underneath stuff. The reason why Rodgers is a first ballot Hall of Famer is because he can do the simple stuff and he can do the explosive stuff. Right now, Wilson can do the explosive stuff, and now he's starting to get the simple stuff down, which is exciting to see if you're a Jets fan. So yeah, I mean, listen, okay, there's been better days that young quarterbacks have had. Quite frankly, like a guy like Davis Mills has had a lot of really good performances so far as a rookie. But the point of Zach Wilson, I keep saying this, I'm gonna keep saying it. We're not hoping that he's gonna be the best rookie quarterback ever. If you're a Jets fan, I'm not a Jets fan. I'm a Zach Wilson fan because I liked him a lot in college. So the goal is not for Zach Wilson to just be the best quarterback of all time as a rookie. The goal is for him to be a really good quarterback in a few years. And if you get the little stuff down, which he did miss some throws late in the game that were underneath, which was discouraging because he was doing so good in the first half at that. Even the one missed throw at the end of the half, I thought was tipped. I'm not sure exactly, but that's what I thought. So, it's discouraging that he finally did miss some throws. You saw some good as well, and you just hope that he continues to improve. So that's what I thought about Zach Wilson. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.